Hey, well, here is my leftover chicken stew with the potatoes, the broccoli, the the potatoes, the broccoli, the chicken, and the garlic seasoning. Plockman's garlic seasoning, because when it's Plockman's, you know you got something. Have to put that little plug in for Plockman's. Here we go now. I make that joke for those who don't know. That's from the old SCTV series, where John Candy got his start, and he used to do a thing there with it was sort of like the Lawrence Welk show in a way. It was a spoof of those types of shows, and where him and his brother, who were both, their last name was Smengi, and they were from one of those eastern countries behind the Iron Curtain. And anyway, they had the show there, and then they had the Smengi Brothers travel agency that they advertised, and they had old people dancing to like polka music and stuff, and they play the accordion, and they had cabbage rolls and coffee. And anyway, they do a commercial for the Smengi travel agency, really, really amateur, really awful commercial. And they'd say, because when it's Smengi, you know you got something. They spoke with an accent and stuff. It was a spoof, anyway, of the old shows that we used to have back then, where there were actually television shows like that back then. It wasn't just the Lawrence Welk show. There were a bunch of them like that. Anyway, so that's why I say a Plockman's seasoning or whatever. When it's Plockman's, you know you've got something. Anyway, that was a long-winded explanation, I know, and most of you have probably turned off by now. Shut it down, said, oh, that guy's talking stupid again. Anyway, all that, plus I put 5, count them 5, as if you could count them now that they're all melted into the stew, Kraft mozzarella cheese single slices in there. So that gives it its nice creaminess and cheesiness. Look at that, eh? They just melted right in there. I did this once before and it was excellent. It's still a little too hot to eat, though. I gotta let it cool down a bit. The sun is going down behind those trees there. I was afraid when it got down like that it might set them on fire, but it hasn't. So I'm very happy about that, because the sun is very hot, and I figured when it got really close to the trees it'd probably set them on fire, but like I say, it hasn't, so it must have cooled itself down as it set, I'm thinking. This is all scientific stuff, so for those of you who aren't scientifically minded, I'm sure you probably don't understand what I'm talking about, but anyway, I have an odd sense of humor, don't listen to me. But yeah, I'm going to wait for this to cool down anyway. And for any of you kids, if there's any kids watching, don't get your science information from this channel. Anyway, that's it for now. We'll talk to you later. I'm going to enjoy my stew whenever it cools down a bit more. Bye for now.